What's up, everybody? My name is Blaze, and welcome to my channel. There has been a new trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon that just got announced today, August 1st, and there's a lot of cool things to go over in this trailer. Today I'm focusing on just the Pokemon that have been revealed. So there's quite a few new Pokemon in this new trailer. I think the trailer is only 5 minutes long, and there's just a ton of stuff they covered. So, you know, I'm breaking it up into different pieces of the video. I'll probably have a new one every day. So definitely come back and check tomorrow to see what else I have to talk about. So, but first let's get into it. So we know that Pokemon Sun and Moon are coming out on November 18th, 2016. And so here's one of the first things that they talked about. Well, I'm going to save some of them for last. They were announced earlier in the trailer. If you have seen the trailer, great, that's awesome. But this is what we're looking at right now. So this is the first thing. Oricorio. I think that's how you say that. Oricorio is a new Pokemon that just got announced with 4 unique styles, and you can find these styles on one on every island. So there's 4 different versions of this, kind of like how there's 2 different colors of the Carnivore Pokemon, the piranha plant, the piranha looking Pokemon in Pokemon Now. There's also I think another one that does that too, where there's 2 different colors. But this has 4 different variations, different types, and different moves as well. So we've got the Bell style, the Pom Pom style, Puyu style, and Sensu style. Fire flying, electric flying, psychic flying, and ghost flying, which actually ghost flying looks pretty cool. So to me, this kind of looks like a variation on Eevee a little bit, where you have Eevee who can evolve into different types of Pokemon. But this one actually shows it's different. It's 4 different Pokemon. It's the same Pokemon, but it's 4 different styles of it. So kind of like Eevee, but you don't evolve it. You actually catch it in the wild this way. So, you know, that to me is pretty neat. So it does have a new ability, which I believe is next. The ability is Dancer. So this move copies everyone's dance moves. So this ability, in the trailer, it showed off Masquerain using Quiver Dance, and you know, Oricorio was able to copy that Quiver Dance and use its effects in battle. So that's really cool. It also has different attacks. So there's a Revelation Dance move that it matches Oricorio's type. So whether it's fire, psychic, electric, or ghost, it's going to match the type of move that you use. So that's pretty neat. I think it is kind of a cool variation. Again, it's not Eevee, but it's kind of like Eevee in a way that you don't evolve it, but you do catch it. And you know, you find a different one on each island. So we're going to talk more about the islands, I think, tomorrow. But right now we're talking about just the Pokemon. So let's move on to the next Pokemon that I think has been announced for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Minoir, I think that's how you say it. Minoir. This Pokemon is a rock-flying Pokemon, which actually is really cool. I think the next screenshot I'm going to show you of this Pokemon is actually after it uses its Shields Down ability. So the Shields Down ability looks as though when you attack this Pokemon, its outer casing kind of falls apart and reveals like an inner core. So the variation on this Pokemon looks like this. So this is Minoir's core, and there's again 4 different styles of this thing. So I don't know if that means that it's going to have different types or different moves based on the core that you get, but it looks really cool as far as like gems and things like that you'd find in the ocean. You know, kind of like how you found a pearl inside of a clam or something like that. It's a gem, but it's also a Pokemon. So this Pokemon's actually one of my favorites that was just announced, just because the colors and the variations of it look really cool. And you know, there's a part of me that that's thinking like, man, they could have like 100 of these colors. Like that'd be really cool, kind of like the Unknowns. And it would be kind of cool to either catch them all or try to find them all. Or even if you don't want to do that, you could just, you know, collect the one you want. I don't know, but I believe there's going to be some kind of variation with this Pokemon, whether it's a move or an ability or some kind of variation with this colorization here. So let's move on to the next Pokemon that was shown off. That was 2 of them, Fomantis and Lurantis. So it's got a Leaf Guard ability, which I don't have much information on that. I think that's an existing ability. I'll get back to you on what that ability actually does, but this is a cool Pokemon. It's a praying mantis Pokemon, which is really cool because we don't have that yet. I guess Scyther's kind of a praying mantis, but he's more of like a ninja type, you know, I guess he is a mantis. And there's another one too. What is that other one called? It evolves from, oh gosh, I'm gonna be so mad that I can't think of the name of this Pokemon, but I guess there's now 3 praying mantis Pokemon, but that's awesome. You know what? I think he looks really cool. So I'm very excited to play him in the game. And actually, I probably will end up using him, although I do want to use Rowlet, so I guess that's going to change my starter pick. It may not change my starter pick. I'm just saying he's a really cool Pokemon. So the next Pokemon, Gumshoos, evolves from the one that we saw earlier. I apologize, I can't remember his name. I feel like an idiot. Please don't make fun of me too much in the comments. But so Gumshoos is the evolution of the Donald Trump-looking Pokemon, which doesn't look anything like Donald Trump. And actually, he kind of looks more like a detective and a very confident Pokemon. Kind of like how Rattata evolved into Raticate. This is kind of I think this is going to be one of the ones that you find in the first area of the game. But I think he looks really cool, and I'm excited to see him. They showed him off a little bit later in the trailer with an Aura, and we'll get to Auras in another video. I don't want to talk too much about it. This is really just about the new Pokemon that have been shown off. So we'll get to Auras later on. Excuse me. Wow. Sorry about that. So the next Pokemon, and this, let's see. So we got 2 more Pokemon, I believe, and then we'll get to some really cool, interesting ideas that have kind of been tossed around for a while. But the next Pokemon they showed off was Mudbray. This Pokemon has the Own Tempo, Stamina ability, just like the evolution here. So I think Mudbray is a pretty cool Pokemon. It's I've kind of thought that its evolution it would be an evolution. I'm trying to remember the name of that Pokemon. I'm going through these a little too quickly, so I do apologize. This video was a little bit rushed. I just wanted to make sure we got some cool information. But I think this Pokemon's kind of neat. You'll probably find Mudbray in the wild, but I don't think it'll be a situation where you have to breed the evolution to get Mudbray. But kind of a cool design. I really do like the evolution a lot better. Again, I'm sorry I don't have the name of the Pokemon readily available, so please don't yell at me. Either way, let's move on. So the next Pokemon shown off was a new form for Exeggutor. So Exeggutor is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I love this Pokemon. I'm not sure how I feel about this form necessarily, but it's not bad. I like it, but I don't know. I'm on the fence. I think it is really, really cool. I liked Exeggutor the way he was before. He was a palm tree, and this one's actually very much a palm tree. Actually, more so a palm tree. But I love Exeggutor. He's actually his type is different too. It's a grass dragon. So that's interesting because Exeggutor is grass psychic. So I wonder how that's going to be different for gameplay. And I wonder, because this actually brings up an interesting point, is like there's a lot of forms that are coming out that are, and we'll get to 4 more here in a second, but there's a lot of new forms that have different types. So I wonder if that's going to factor into your overall Pokedex and if they count as different Pokemon in general, because Exeggutor is Exeggutor, he just looks different. I also wonder if the forms are going to be something like Deoxys or Rotom, where you can actually actively change the form whenever you want to, or if this Pokemon appears in the wild alongside the standard form of this Pokemon. And I guess it depends on which one you want to train or which one you want to catch, or if you won't even find the normal Exeggutor in this game. Maybe he's not present in this game. Same with the next 2 Pokemon that we're going to show off, which is an existing Pokemon with a new form. Now this one actually is it's extremely cool, because they showed off, they didn't really show anything off, but in the past, if you pay attention to Pokemon Online and what people are doing with creativity and artwork and stuff like that, a lot of people are actually drawing things like, let's say, Rattata. So people are drawing Rattata, and let's say that you breed a Rattata with a Growlithe. People are drawing what that offspring would look like if Rattata and Growlithe actually got together. It would look like, a Rattata that has stripes on it, or it's orange and black, just like Arcanine or just like Growlithe. So, I don't know if those two breed. Just giving an example. So, this is the next Pokemon that they showed off. It's a form for Vulpix and Ninetales, which I think looks amazing. I didn't realize this until I started going through these pictures and setting up this video, but it's an Ice-type Pokemon. So it actually shoots Ice Beam and has like a Blizzard-type moves. It actually has Ice moves. And, Vulpix has traditionally been a really cool fire Pokemon, but now it's got Ice to it. So, again, I don't know if you'll be able to catch regular Vulpix in the game or regular Ninetales in the game, but this is really cool. I think this is one of the coolest things. It's kind of like, what if a Vulpix and a Glaceon, breed. So, it's not quite what we were hoping for as far as the breeding combinations and color palette swaps go, but it is very, very cool that they did this with the Pokemon. Now, they did it with two other Pokemon, and that was these two. So, boom. Sandshrew and Sandslash, two more of my favorite Pokemon ever. And I kind of wonder if they're going to do this with the original 151, as a whole, or if it's just, select few. But so far, that's 5 Pokemon from the original 151 that look different in the Alola region, which is very, very neat. Sandshrew and Sandslash are both Ice Steel, and again, they give off Ice Beams and moves like that. The ability is Snow Cloak, which I don't think that was shown off what exactly that does. Maybe it's just a resistance to ice or something. I don't know, but again, very, very cool Pokemon that I can't wait to see in the game. I know that the Alola region does have an island that does showcase a snowy mountain cap, so it's not all tropical settings. You do actually get to ice type areas in this game as well. So that's really cool. So that is all the new Pokemon and Pokemon forms that were shown off in this trailer. I will be back probably tomorrow with some new Pokemon information. Actually, I think I'm going to go over the trainer challenges that they talked about next. So that's going to be really cool, and that's going to talk about the auras as well. So stay tuned for that. I do have other videos on my channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I would like to talk more Pokemon with you guys, and I'm still kind of getting started with the discussion. So this was kind of a very rough draft, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you did, hit that subscribe button. There's more videos coming soon. I will talk to you later. Peace.